Okay, class, today we're going to do a art project in the style of MC Escher. If you remember, we learned about MC Escher earlier this week, and we talked about some of the different types of art he did. If you remember, one of those types of art is called a tessellation, and that's where there are two images that interlock and repeat. We're going to be making something that looks similar to this today. So I'm going to show you the steps to the project. You're each going to get a 3x5 card and a piece of paper. You need to get out a pencil, and if you don't have an eraser, get out an eraser, your scissors, and then I'll have Sharpies and tape for you as well. When you get your 3x5 card, this is going to be your template for your tessellation. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and cut one edge into any shape you want. Okay, so I'm going to take then this piece that I just cut off, I'm going to bring it around to the back like that, so the two straight edges are touching. I'm then going to take some tape and tape those together so that they line up nice and smooth. Try and keep your cut shapes fairly simple. You don't want to get a whole bunch of jagged edges. Mine might even be a little bit complicated. So then you're going to take another edge and cut another shape. And try to only cut on the straight edge. See how I didn't get any of my curved part in there? I'm going to bring that around and attach it straight edge on straight edge. And try and make sure it lines up just like it did on the other side. So I'm taking straight from here and lining up exactly opposite on this side. This is how our images are going to interlock. Okay, so then you're going to take your template. You're going to start in one corner of your paper. Line it up so that each piece is touching an edge. And trace it with your pencil. Okay, and after you've traced it, you can pull your template off. And what you're going to be able to do now is hold it up directly onto, and it's going to line up perfectly. I don't know if you can see that from where you're at, but it lines up like a puzzle piece. So you're going to go ahead and trace that again. And try and draw lightly with your pencil because you are going to be erasing these lines later. So if you can see, that creates interlocking shapes. So then, after you have filled in all of your tracings, you're going to try and see if you can figure out two different items, creatures, pictures that you can make out of the shapes. Like if you see here, turn my shape into a whale and a bird. From this one, I think I would make it into a car. By adding window and a door and maybe some wheels. You don't want to add too much stuff to it, but you can add a little bit of detail to turn it into the picture that you choose. And then I think for this one, let's make that into a bird. I know I did a bird on my other one, but you can see I can kind of turn it into a mouth shape with a few lines. So then I have an image now of interlocking cars and birds. And if you see on my finished one here, one of them needs to be dark and one needs to be light. So you can choose one image to be dark and one to be light. You're going to fill in the dark one completely and leave the light one. You can color it with a light colored pencil if you really want to, but it needs to create a checkerboard pattern. That's one of the things you'll be graded on, is using contrasting colors. Okay? You're also going to be graded on neatness and effort, so make sure that you try your best to make a nice, neat, interlocking tessellation. Okay, go ahead and get your supplies out, and I'll bring your other supplies to you.